Hello and welcome to another episode of Glory of Golden State Gaming. I'm your host, SwampSwimmer, and with me as always, the winter soldier to my falcon, Vespasian.
Nice. I like it. Hi, everybody.
So, as you probably figured out, I'm watching the Falcon and Winter Soldier Disney Plus television show. And I'm enjoying it very much. Have you watched any of the Disney Plus shows yet? Marvel shows?
I am. I'm through episode 4 of Falcon and Winter Soldier, so don't spoil 5 for me. But yeah, enjoying it. I mean, it's fun, good action. You know, they're doing some interesting stuff. I like the idea of exploring the post-blip world,
Yeah.
right? Is a cool environment. So yeah, happy with it.
Yeah, I feel like it's cool and interesting, but there's something. It's not. It's just like it's like a half step below the movies, which I guess it is for a television show. That just has to happen. But I see the difference when I watch it. But I'm really enjoying it too.
It's a tough bar. I mean, like, think about the most recent ones, right? Like Endgame and stuff that were just like nonstop,
Like,
like
just epic.
CG mania, epic battles. I mean, it's hard to come, back to like, fighting in alleys, kind of a genre. But it's cool, and I think diving deeper into some of the characters that didn't get as much treatment, in the prior movies is interesting, like Falcon and stuff like that.
Yeah, Mitch, the next show should be what is it, Loki? So that's gonna be cool too. That looks like a bonkers show.
They have an opportunity to do something really cool there, I think. So yeah, that'll be neat.
So on to the battle report. This is my game. Round 2 of why don't we just go into it here. Round 2 of New Year's Revolution. I played Mr. Mafuska. I keep forgetting which team they're on. This is Ukraine?
Right.
Yeah, Ukraine. Playing some Warriors of the Dark Gods again. Round 1, I did not have very much luck against the Warriors of the Dark Gods, so we'll see how this one goes. Frontline clash. Catch the flags. If you want to see my list, please go back to previous videos. So the Warriors I played here, it's close to what I played in the last game, but a little different. He has the crazy big Chosen Lord on the Chimera, but this time he doesn't have the wings. He's just running around on foot. Trophy Rack, Aether Icon, Hellforged Armor with Death Cheater, Lance with Blessed Inscriptions, Obsidian Rock, Envy, Idol Spite. Then this time he's also got a Chosen Lord on a Dark Chariot with Basalt Infusion, Touch of Greatness, Talisman of Shielding, Lust, Luck of the Dark Gods. So I think they're both rock. Yeah,
4 up.
They're both rocking
Right.
a 1 up, 4 up.
Yeah.
And he's got the Sorcerer on Evocation, just on foot with the Ranger's Boot. Oh yeah, okay. He was running these guys in the Ranger Boot with a unit of 10 Fallen from his core, so they can match the speed of the Fallen on foot. And his Fallen are now his Wizard Bunker. I thought it was a really cool, interesting way of running them. He's
And
got
light troops, so more maneuverable.
Yeah, so they're fast horizontally as well as vertically. 17 Warriors of Great Weapons Wrath, Zealot's Banner, Musician Champion. 5 Chosen Knights with all of them, all the weapons. What gives them with Greed? There we go. With Greed gives them all the weapons and Weapon Master. And then 2 Chosen Chariots, which are a pain in the rear, and 5 Flyers for Chaff. I think it's a really solid list. I'm shaking in my boots.
I mean, I think objectively worse than the one you fought last time, right? Where you've got the Feldrak Elders, the Exalted Herald. I think those are scarier than the Chosen Chariots and the
You think so?
and the second Chosen Lord. Yeah, just speed. The Chosen Chariots are not that maneuverable, right? But Feldrak Elders can march 16, right? Herald can march 16.
Yeah.
Herald can fly. It's got a better magic phase. I think overall there's some style choices in this one that are maybe a little bit less absolute power, but there's, scary stuff. You've got Chosen Chariots are like mini characters, right?
They basically are, yeah.
Yeah. So, and I like that little fallen bunker too. I think that's a neat idea. So.
All right, so here's deployment, frontline clash. Here is my deployment. So here's what I was thinking. I'm pretty sure I dropped everything to go first. Did I go first? No, he went first.
Okay.
So he dropped everything, and then I ended up having my 2 bunkers in the center, the Wildhorns and the Longhorns, all the chaff in the center, and then I was imagining on the right I could handle these guys, the chosen cav, with a piece of chaff, a very fast piece of chaff, with the gargoyles and my hard-hitting centaurs. I thought the same thing on the other side against his Chimera character. I felt confident about it. So let me go through my list really quick. These are centaurs, gargoyles, the Longhorn unit with my BSV in it, dog chaff, the 2 wizards in the Mongol Raiders bunker, big block of Wildhorns, dog chaff, gargoyles, and then another big centaur block with lances. He has his chosen cav. This is the chosen chariot. This is his lord on the chosen chariot. Lord on the chariot. Here is his wizard bunker with the fallen. This is the wrath warriors unit. Here are the flares. Another chosen chariot, and then his lord on a chimera without wings.
Okay, so he dropped pretty symmetrically,
Yeah.
you know, for first, and then you felt like you had good counters on each flank. Okay.
I felt like on each flank he has one big piece, his character on the right, the chosen cav on the left, and I can handle those with a centaur charge.
Right.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay. I buy it.
This is my vanguard. I just vanguard some dogs. And then his turn 1, this is his movement. He pushes up in the center to get on the wall. And then he just goes wide with his chimera, which is not a bad move. And he pushes up a little bit with his chosen cav. Magic phase, he takes off one of my pieces of chaff. No big deal. And that's all he gets off in his magic phase. And then in mine. So, you're on the left. I put the gargoyles in front of the cav, thinking I could, even if he stays where he is, or if he tries to back up, I can still charge him. And then also, if he tries to hide behind the chaff, I can still get to him because these chaff if they can see anything over here, they'll charge him. I throw my dog chaff in front of his big block and his lord, and then I back up on the right because I couldn't get the chaff to him.
Okay. So starting to set up the combats that you want. All right. See how it goes.
And then I felt confident on the left, so I pushed the Longhorns, kind of pushed it down the center a little bit. I felt like I could take one charge from the chosen chariot in the front. Oh no, this is in the magic phase. I take off his flares, and I get thrown up. I think that's right. Okay, in his turn, charges. He puts the chosen chariot into my Wildhorns. He takes the bait with those warriors, and he goes for a long charge with his warrior chosen chariot into my wizard bunker, which I missed, but luckily he didn't make it.
Oof. Okay.
Yeah, that would have been game breaking if he got it. And he doesn't charge over here on the left. I was expecting him to charge, but we'll see what he does. There we go. He moves here. He moves his bunker back. This is actually key what he did here. Because when he moved his bunker back, it gave a charge to my gargoyles, but then he moved his chosen cav to block the line of sight of my gargoyles into his wizard bunker.
Good move. Okay.
Yeah. In his magic phase, he plinks off a few of my centaurs over here. And he does this, which is so frustrating. The single model flipping off to the right. So if I charged him, I could get maybe two rows in.
Yeah.
With the centaurs, like it's such a
Could
good
you have
move.
backed them up far enough so that he couldn't have done that?
Let's see where he was. I mean, maybe, yeah. It looks like he did use his full move there because he marches 20.
So maybe you could have gotten a few more files in. Okay. Yeah.
Let's see here. Alright, so on to combat. I stick here against the warriors, against the Chosen Chariot, which is fine. I go into ranks. It is what it is. He blows through the chaff and makes it. He does overrun and makes it to there, so I got an easy charge with my longhorns. And we'll see what happens next. I take the charge into the warriors block, and then in my movement, so my ambushers come on. My
quick question for you.
Yeah.
Can you go back one? Can your centaurs get that Chosen Chariot in the flank?
This one here?
Left. Yeah.
I remember thinking about it, but I remember I couldn't for some reason.
Okay. Couldn't make the wheel or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe you couldn't get the longhorns in.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay. Just an interesting one. Okay.
It was, yeah, that's what it was. It was the longhorns also. I couldn't do both charges. That's what it was.
Got it.
So what I decided to do, both my ambushers come on. The thrown weapon wild horns go after his wizard bunker, and then over here I back up with the centaurs, and I put these longhorns that ambushed in front of his chimera, so that if he did charge them, he'd go off the board, he'd come back on, and I'd charge with my centaurs.
Okay.
That was the thought process.
Why not use the gargoyles? You had them there for that reason, didn't you?
Yeah, I wanted to keep them because the reason why I did that was because I didn't want him, because he's movement March 20, I didn't want the chimera running into my backfield, and that's why I put them here to block him from doing that.
Okay. Yeah. Just sucks to give up a scoring unit, right? And flags, but yeah, I see what you're doing.
Let's see here. Throwing. I get Stone Skin off on my Longhorn block, which is great. And I blow up the warriors, like blow them up. One guy's still alive right here, and he flees. And I decide I can't overrun because then he'll flank me with both these chariots. Would not be good. But
you did that with no buffs. Oh, yeah. He's Wrath, so you're +1 to hit as well. Wow, that's brutal. Look at those longhorns go.
He did a decent chunk on me. He took, what, 9 wounds off me?
Yeah. Even with Stone Skin, which is scary.
Yeah. And even over here, I keep chaffing these chosen cav here. Still waiting for my moment to charge with the centaurs, and then it just never seems to come. Then in his turn, which we are... It doesn't tell me turns, but... This is top of 3.
It looks like it because he's used 2 fluxes so far, right?
Yeah. He takes the charge with the cav here. He takes the charge with both chariots, his character and his chosen chariot, into my longhorns, and then moves his wizard bunker up because he's afraid of my wild horns here. In his regular movement, he doesn't take the charge up here, and he moves his chimera back into the center again, which was a great move. He's just dancing around with me over here. And then in the magic phase, he gets the hereditary off and burns up a bunch of centaurs over here, which is just. And now this unit's not strong enough to take a charge on the chosen cav. He played that really well.
He did all that with the 1 phase, too. What did you stop? Did you? Because he also got Spectral Blades up.
Don't remember. I remember it was a bad phase for me, just dice-wise.
Yeah.
And then also he rallies his single warrior here, which just infuriated me.
God.
All right, in combat, he ends up here with the Cav. He takes off not that much. What was that? 5 more Longhorns because I have Stone Skin up, and I do 2 wounds to his Chosen Chariot, and I think I just sacrificed my champion to his character here.
Yeah, makes sense.
And we're still in combat here, over on the right.
Epic struggle.
Moving on to my turn. This is bottom of 3. I go for a long charge into his Wizard Bunker with my Wild Horns. I'm feeling great about this because if I make it, it takes off his magic. It would be really harmful because his magic's really strong. I'm feeling good about it. And of course, I make it in. I was ecstatic. But
Your Swift Stride from the rear, right? That's
yes,
the way that
exactly.
it works. Yeah.
And the reason why
huge.
he couldn't face me is because he still wanted to target my centaurs up here with magic, so he had to face to the left or the front, I think. Make it in, chaff up his Chimera with the gargoyles, try to set up another charge here again.
I joined this game right at this moment, and I was like, oh man, Kenyon's got this on lock.
Because then I blow up that Wizard Bunker, I overrun, and then I'm in the back of both these chariots.
Yeah, clean up.
It felt good.
The,
It felt
the
good.
Chosen Lord, Chosen Chariot, all of his magic. Yeah, I mean, it seems solid.
This is a mistake I made. I should have just... I realized these centaurs couldn't take on these Chosen Cav now, so I decided to just run them away. And then if he wanted to get that unit, he had to go into this corner of the board, which would take him out of the battle. That's what I was thinking.
Okay. I wonder if kind of like dancing out of his arc would have been a better move. Maybe you couldn't.
I don't know what I was thinking. I really think I should have done that. I don't know what I was thinking.
Okay.
That was a mistake on my part. But in the magic phase, I get off Stone Skin on these guys. I'm like, I'm golden. I'm golden. And then I failed to break them. I think I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9 there. I did 0 wound. I did 0 wound. And I think I had the +1 strength banner on them too.
Yeah. It was heartbreaking. You rolled like total garbage. I think you failed your primal, if I recall correctly, which is always tough. And it was with a reroll, but without leadership. So that was critical. That was critical. And then you just rolled like hot garbage, and and then he passed a 5 or 6 leadership check, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
So yeah,
there's something low. Yeah.
You got absolutely robbed there.
In this combat,
I do remember I think you made a mistake in your magic prioritization because you went for a Master of Earth on that lone champion.
Yeah, he bothered me because I wanted to kill him for the. I was afraid he was going to run him away, and I wouldn't get a chance to kill him for capture the flags.
Yeah, I think so. Your opponent let that and Stone Skin off and stopped all of your hitty buffs on the like he stopped Spectral Blades and Blooded Horn on the Wild Horns, which I think that would have made that combat a foregone conclusion. So
yeah,
then over this one.
Yeah. So in his phase, he charges the cap.
He also picked up your BSB right there, right?
Yes. He force challenged my BSB with his Lord and just moshed it.
Yeah.
Takes that charge, moves his character, doesn't charge his character again, just moves it in here, threatening my Wizard Bunker. Failed to break these guys again. Ugh. Oof. And, alright, so we're on to my phase. This is bottom of 4. I realize the Chimera is coming, so I move my unit off to the top, my Wizard Bunker. Continue to move the Centaurs around. chaff him again with the gargoyles. He beats me down here, which just shocked me, because I had Stone Skin up the entire time.
Yeah.
Turns the face. We're still in combat here. I can't plink that last wound on the warrior chariot, the chosen chariot. Because if I would have done that last wound on the chosen chariot, I would have ranked up.
And held on for a little longer. Yeah.
Yeah.
But does he get you this turn? Is that what happens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this turn, yeah, I do finish off. Then he breaks me. He doesn't pursue. I finally get Spectral Blades off on the Wild Horns here and do only one wound to his chosen chariot, which is disappointing for me.
That unit's been locked up all game, and he's just like chewing through it. With that one model. Yeah.
And then he turns around and blasts these centaurs. He steps up with his cav. He makes it into my wizard bunker with his big character, and with that, I think that's the end of the game. Yeah, he blows through him. Whew.
Brutal.
Was not good for the Beastards.
Wow. Yeah, what a swing. I mean, in like I said, in that turn, I thought you were gonna have a big win, and then just like that one combat just fell apart. Yeah.
Yeah, I went for broke right here, and you're right. I think trying to cast the Master of Earth on this lone warrior was the mistake. And that would have given me an offensive buff on this unit or this unit. I don't know what I would have chosen. And then I would have broken the warrior chariot, the chosen chariot earlier. I would have ranked up.
You would have had a champ to take the challenge, which means you would have kept your BSB. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's game changing there. So
it's amazing how it all can come down to one wrong magic choice.
You know, that was it was flags. It was when you did it in the moment, I wasn't like you know, upset about it. But I think looking back, having that be Blooded Horn or Spectral, or you know, hard target distracting, or say like, you know, any one of those things would have been, you know, big.
Yeah, and he really resisted the urge to charge with his Chimera Lord. I mean, I was just chaffing it every turn, and he just wouldn't do it. And that was the right move. He kept nullifying these big centaur blocks. They're so appealing because I feel like you get a charge in with those, and they can do so much damage to anything. But single characters can really just nullify them like he did in this game, and he did a really good job of doing that.
Yeah.
Well, how did we do in the team? Do you have that results up in front of you? Round 2.
I don't. This was a small loss. I think we ended up with either what it was out of 100, right? So 50-50 was even, and I think we went down like either 43 or 47 to yeah. So close game against, I think Ukraine ended up competing on table 1 at the end, if I recall, or maybe that was Russia. But a top team did really well, and it was a tight round.
But yeah, it was a good game. Mr. Mafuska he's a good guy. He was slapping me around the table, but he was a good guy.
That's good. It's always nice to have a good game against a good opponent. So you'll get him next round.
Yes, for sure. But that's all we got for you today. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and everyone have a good evening.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.